1 2 1 2. Microphone check. Baby. We are live.
Let's go. Hey,
let's get it.
Y'all know, about to get it. Let's do the 30 seconds intro. After that, you already see short one. We got my man T Champ in the house. So I had to bring it to the realness today. Let's do this 30 seconds intro. Let's go.
Cousin, every man for himself in his land. Plays cowards like you just get their whole body.
Family, I don't own the rights to the song, but you know, we have to get hyped and get ready. I got my man T Champ in the house, filling in.
Brooklyn's finest, baby.
Yeah, but hey, I had to get him a little short one, a little Mob Deep. What y'all know about Mob Deep, baby? Back in the days, that's how we used to rock, baby. I'm representing my Memphis hat today, man. You know, even though Jack got, snub on the All-Star, I gotta still represent my man. For Black History Month. Hey, we're going to talk about Tamika Mallory. We're going to definitely be talking about, Dak Prescott possible trade. Something just dropped. Deshaun Watkins, man. They let this joint go to voicemail. They're not even answering these calls. What's up with that, family? Hey, as you know, we're going to go in and go at it, T-Champ. I'm ready. You ready, T-Champ?
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it,
baby. Yeah, Let's go. What's up, family? Welcome to the show. You know I'm Nick. Mike is not here, but we got my man T-Champ filling in, man, for my man Mike. Military Brothers Talking Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow us, chime in. We want to hear what you got to say. T-Champ, my brother, welcome. What's going on, my brother?
My good brother, it is good to be here again. Thank you for letting me fill in. I'm filling in for them big shoes, man, for my main man, Mike Nice in the place to be. Mike, thanks for letting me sit in, brother. New York represent. Don't worry, Mike. I'm going to represent New York up in the house.
I hear you, Jim. We're going to see. Hey, you see, they were feeling that short one, baby. You know that Mob Deep go hard, baby.
Yes,
that Mob Deep go hard, baby. So we had to represent with a little short one today, man. So it's definitely all good, man. My brother, how was your day? As you know, man, we want to all start off. How was your day, my brother?
Fantastic. Now, brother, look, it's 46 degrees here, right? And I've been looking around all of my friends, man, that are down in the Southeast like you and in Charlotte, Atlanta, Florida, 70 degrees. They talking about barbecuing. I want y'all to understand that 46 degrees in the Northeast after what we've been through these last couple of weeks, we're barbecuing. So it was a great day, my brother. Good day to be outside. Kids outside playing basketball right now. That's the way it should be. And my brother, how was your day?
Man, listen, my brother, I had a nice, easy day today.
Good.
Easy day. No pressure, no concerns, man. Hey, when you have an easy day, that's where you celebrate, man. Like, hey, I look forward to having easy days. And so I can't complain, man. Not the job, not the workout that need to be work on, man. So that's what's up. Can't complain, my brother. So
I gotta say I'm a tad bit jealous because I'm looking at that beautiful blue sky in the background. I believe you are in Charlotte, right? The Queen City,
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ain't nothing like it, baby. I used to always say when I was at Johnson C. Smith University that, man, there was nothing like a beautiful Charlotte day, man. There's sun out, clear blue skies, ain't nothing like it, man. So I'm a tad bit jealous there, but hey, we'll be there soon in the Northeast. We'll be patient, man. We got to wait probably another month and a half, and we'll get some of those days, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's what's up. Like, hey, last week, man, I was in Florida, as you know.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you know, man. I see why people fall in love with Florida, man. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I know, man. The weather's fantastic, bro. You can't argue with, 75, 80 degrees. You can't argue with that. You cannot.
Yeah, man. So I definitely appreciate that. But hey, man, you ready? You ready to get hot, my brother? You ready to get ready?
Let's
do it.
Let's get into it.
Black History Month, man. We're gonna acknowledge this sister, man, Tamika Mallory, brother. Hey, since you the guest, man, we're gonna let you go first, man. Talk about this sister.
Well, look, I think the song you started off with was perfect to describe this beautiful young lady, my homegirl from the Bronx, NYC. She shakes things up. She is an activist. You could almost say she was born into it. Her parents were activists, okay? So she was raised up in the National Action Network with Reverend Al Sharpton, and her parents were involved in that. So she's a big activist. And what a lot of people might know her for is kicking off that National Women's March that took place right the day after former President Trump was inaugurated, and he had said some things that really didn't appeal to women, and they went out and they activated, man, and they drove one of the biggest demonstrations in this nation's history. So I love this sister, man. She's about gun control, feminism, and Black Lives Matter. So, you can say, man, I think your song was perfect to set the theme for Miss Tamika Mallory. What do you think?
Hey, man, that's my thing about that sister, man. My sister does a lot. I know she did an interview. And my thing is that, man, I may not agree with Mr. Farrakhan spiritually, but from a natural sense, man, of what he wants to do for Black people, man, hey, I respect the brother because I know what he's trying to accomplish. But the thing that she said is someone, talking about, he says things, man, and, of course, some people just can't take the heat that he brings. But she's like, no, I'm not going to bash this brother because he's really about uplifting Black people. And we need more people. He's about cleaning up your neighborhood. He's about empowering people to do better for themselves. And so my thing is that she wasn't going to allow them to sit up here and destroy that man's character. She said, no, let me tell you something. This is where I stand. This is why I support the Mr. Farrakhan. He supported that sister as she did the Women's March. He supported that sister. That's the reason why she gave it that sister. But hey, the other thing, dealing with gun control. Me, I have carry firearm myself. I have the weapons carry. I have that. My thing is, as me being serving 25 years in the military, the thing you have to understand is not about those who are carrying the weapon. It's those who don't have the mental capacity to be able to understand the responsibility that comes with that weapon. Those are the people we need to get the weapons out the hands of. I talked to my son. I said, "What you need an AR-15? That's something I utilize when I'm going down range." I said, "Come on, man. I understand you want to defend yourself, but my thing is that it's bigger than that. Carry my weapon with me. My wife had the ability to carry with her, but that's what she's talking about. But I give so much respect for that sister. Very intelligent sister. Where when brother got killed in New York City, she was right on the front line, brother. So I said, nothing but respect for that sister.
Definitely. And my understanding is that she is a single mom. And one of the biggest reason why she's single is that her husband, I believe, was killed, and that actually stirred up the activism in her to continue to bring that to life. But I think there's something to be said about that foundation, and having that foundation when you're raised up in that. Your parents demonstrate that, right? And you see that, and you see the way to go, man. It's just something that's planted, and I respect her so much, man, for what she's doing. And continues to do, even out front or behind the scenes. It's tough being an activist, man. It really is. It's sometimes, man, you're out there, you're doing things, you're not popular, right? You go through the controversy, like you just mentioned, when she had partnered with, had talked about Minister Farrakhan, and that was tough, and that was very, 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 very difficult from that standpoint. Oh,
Right.
I see my brother. I see my brother Mike. You want
Hey,
to?
hey, hold up, T-Champ. Who's this guy trying to slip into our show? Who's this guy trying to slide into our show? Hey, man, who's this guy? I don't think the record. Hey, man, listen. First of all, don't be trying to slide up in here, man. I know both of y'all. You know, it's interesting how the camera got this set up to where I'm in the middle. I'm glad I'm in the middle, separating y'all two Knicks fans. We're talking about Tamika Mallory right now, my brother. You got something to say about that, sister?
Hey man, first of all, I ain't got to slide up into something that's half mine. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Gangsters walk straight in the front door. I don't slide in, man. What's up, my fellas? Y'all good?
What's going on, my brother? How
What's
you doing?
up, Mike?
Hey,
you know
fam,
I'm chilling, man.
Hey, if you didn't know, Mike is heading to go supporting his son. Hopefully, he shows out tonight and handle his business, man. You know we're rooting for him.
Game might be on YouTube Live, man, for all y'all listening. If you go to YouTube and type in AC Flora versus South Point, you might be able to pull it up and stream live.
Okay.
So, hey, we're on
I'm with
our
you,
way
Ace Dog.
getting there a little early. Traffic not bad.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ace Dog. I agree with you 100%. That mental illness, as I talked about it yesterday, Mike talked a little bit, man. Hey, I deal with depression, man. I go get checked. My thing, hey, we're human. We all have issues that we deal with. I don't have a problem with saying that to talk with. If I can curse somebody else, so I'm with you, my brother. And like I said, I have a concealed weapon. So, but my thing is that I go get help. But continue, Mike. We talking about Tamika Mallory, my brother. What's your thoughts on that sister?
I want to add to the mental health right quick. A lot of people don't understand it. Mental health also consists of diet. You know, if you know that you're not supposed to eat fried foods and greasy foods, and you over there at Chicken King and Waffle House, you know what I'm saying? I went way back. I went to Beatty's Ford Road. I don't know if y'all know if Nick know about that. So if Nick know about that Beatty's Ford Road.
Yes, I do.
All that King chicken. Y'all know them hot spots. And
yes,
you know good and well you're not supposed to eat that food. And it takes a toll on your blood pressure, man, your heart rate. And all of a sudden you done ate some fried food. And I've been guilty. I've been guilty of it, man. I'm trying to stay away from frieds. But every blue moon, I look at a piece of bacon or some fried catfish. And then all of a sudden, I want to know why I'm having a bad day, why I don't feel good, why I don't feel like nobody talking to me and aggravating me, and I'm in a bad mood. It's because I ate something that didn't agree with me. It's a part of mental health, man. Part of mental health.
Yeah. I saw my room dog just check in. What's up? What's up, Sad? What's up, Big Sad? On the shout out.
Give me that young lady's name again, Nick.
Tamika Mallory. You see, got Mike on pause, but we're gonna keep rolling. Yeah, but like I said, she Tamika is an activist. As me and T Champ was talking about it, man. So as you know, Mike is on the road, so he's gonna be dealing with an intermittent connection. Yeah. I know. Hey, I tell you what, you have to feel the brother love, man. The brother still wants to support the show, and you can see, man, that's love, man. I appreciate that brother doing that, man. So
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, if he get able to come in, we'll continue to roll.
I might be in some rough patches, man. I'm on 70. Yeah, I'm on 77.
Yeah, I feel that's what
I'm on 77. Don't know if y'all can hear me. Y'all know borough.
You're breaking up, Mike.
We 77. You know how it is with Blythewood and Winnsboro. So yeah. I can come in and out, or however y'all want to do it, or just bring me up to.
Well, what we're gonna do, man? We're gonna just keep the ball rolling. We're gonna move to the next topic, T-Champ, because he's breaking up, and we want to make sure we can keep the flow going. Okay, my brother.
You got it, man. You got
What's going on, Steve? Hey, man, I got a question for you, my brother. I got a question for you. You see down at the bottom. Baby. Did you see them Hornets last night, baby?
I saw your Hornets, man. What's
your thoughts on them Hornets?
Hey, first of all, I give y'all some credit, okay? Hornets 15-16. They in first place in the Southeast Division. They leading it. They're doing a thing, slightly over Miami. Couple of things, man, I saw that I think was big in the game, and then I want to address the controversial end of my brother. So first and foremost, right? Your boy Malik Monk showed out. 29 points off the bench, bruh. When he averaging 8 points, 29 points. What got into that brother?
I'm gonna tell you what. Wait, we're gonna stay right there. Malik Monk, man, was in the doghouse with the head coach last year, man. The brother got in some
drug issue
situation where he was suspended for a couple of games. So at the very beginning of the season, man, they weren't playing that brother. But my thing is Malik Monk can be that sixth man, come off the bench. Like we talked about Carmelo yesterday. That sixth guy coming off the bench that can give you energy, give you score when it's needed, and put the biscuit. The brother coming out of Kentucky was always known as a good shooter. Y'all Knicks wanted Malik Monk. Like I said, only reason why we didn't end up with Donovan Mitchell is because he slid down to him. Initially, they projected Donovan Mitchell was going to end up in Charlotte, but when Malik Monk came there, they kind of had Malik Monk rated a little higher than Donovan Mitchell. But I'm going to let you know, he showed up. But then we got 20 points from Ball and 20 points from Gordon. But we want you to continue, and then we're going to see if we can get Mike to talk about my Hornets for I help you guys out.
So now y'all can go ahead and keep Malik because we trying to figure out RJ. Okay, so y'all go ahead and keep him. But look, I'll give y'all credit. Y'all came back from 17 down. Y'all did your thing. I think Phoenix might have been looking past y'all, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. And I think it's interesting. LaMelo played well. He did his thing against Chris Paul. Chris Paul gave him significant prompts, and he said they had a lot of trouble with the switch with him and Ayton. Ball did a move on him, man, at the top of the key. It took it to the hole, man. That was like, this boy here's the truth, man. He ain't no joke, and as he continue to do his thing, he's going to continue to do his thing. Let's see what Mike got to say because I want to come to that controversy at the end.
Yeah, I want to see what Mike has to say about my Hornets. If he want to chime in and say something, hope his connection is good. When you talk about the Hornets, you need to make sure you have good connection.
Can you brothers hear me?
You need to have good connection when you're talking about my Hornets. That's all I'm saying.
What keeps me is all it takes. All it takes is one game and somebody excited, man. Somebody gets excited. Okay, hey, you came back on the Suns. You done good.
Hey, like I said.
Now, what place are the Hornets?
They're leading their division.
What place are the Hornets? Still have
y'all lead the Southeast Division, but the Southeast Division is like the NFC East this year. There's no team on 500. I'm just talking facts. Let's go to the fact. I'm talking facts. We can debate back and forth, but we cannot debate facts. The Hornets lead that division and they're 15-16.
Hold up.
They're 15-16.
What's the Knicks record?
We ain't talking about the Knicks right now.
Oh, there we go.
Talking about the Hornets. We're talking about the Hornets.
We're in seventh place.
Put some respect on those Hornets. As I get close to the screen, I'm gonna make sure you see all of us. Make sure you put respect on them Hornets.
I put respect on them. But let's talk about the end of that game, Nick.
They're trying to beat them.
Nick, the end of that game. Gordon Hayward.
I saw a foul. I know that. I saw a blatant foul. Home cooking.
Wow. You know that was a foul.
What?
Devin Booker got fouled. Devin Booker got fouled on that shot.
First of all, they tried to steal it from them. They tried to take the game.
Nick. You know that was a foul, Nick.
No.
Nick. Do we need to pull the replay out?
You ain't see him hit his hand?
I had to pull the replay out.
Did you not see contact? Did you not see contact?
No. I seen some ticky-tacky fouls.
Wow.
Ball was going to rebound. He didn't even touch the guy. They're blowing the dirt. I'm gonna show you
one. Not Mr. Fair and Square. Not Mr. Fair and Square. Not Mr. Fair and Square. The basketball critic
Nick, Stevie Wonder.
You know that man got fouled.
Come on, Nick. Nick. He didn't hit him on the hand.
Be honest with yourself, man. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You know that man got fouled.
Y'all got the victory, but you know the man got fouled, Nick. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Make sure that I need to see your face. Show your face in the sunlight, man. A shadow is casting on you.
Hold on a second. There's fire truck coming by, so I'm gonna mute myself. I don't want a loud noise coming in. Hey, but no, this is one thing. Okay, I give it possible 1 foul. But did you see the foul they called on for Booker when he initiated the contact? My man would have stand there and they blow the whistle. This is why I hate the NBA, man. When it comes to those officials, they're terrible.
Yeah,
they're terrible.
One thing I can say is we can be consistent.
What's going on, brother? We
should be consistent.
Go ahead, champ.
We should be consistent, right? You should have called a foul both times, right? Okay. So I think it was a make-up call, man. I think they didn't, blow the whistle because of that. I think they basically said, man, we gave you the play before. We gave you the play before.
Now, I will agree to that. He did get bodied down low, and there was a no call. So Booker comes down, but that wasn't a game decision no call. Booker getting fouled, shooting a three, could have did major damage to the Hornets' dreams.
Yep.
Hey, I agree with Ace right there, man. Booker is one of the most disrespected NBA supers. Well, I wouldn't say he's a superstar. He's a star. I ain't gonna put a super on his name.
He did his thing last. He did his thing last night.
Mike,
he did.
Let me hold on. Let me help you.
I know Paul George. Paul George better put some respect on Booker.
No. See, there's a difference in star and superstar. If you're a superstar, you got to be the top 5. Top 5 player in the league. Booker's not top 5. That's what I say from my definition. Because sometimes
you don't rank him up there. You don't rank him with Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell.
He's not top 5.
But does he rank with Donovan Mitchell and Damian Lillard?
Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard are stars, not superstars.
Wow. So in your book, top 5 has to be labeled superstar. Anybody 6 and below, they're not ready.
They're stars.
That's impossible.
That's
impossible. It's impossible.
Give me your definition of super. Hold up. Let me tell you what a superstar does. Does what LeBron James did, going from one team to the next and still getting them to the NBA final. Kevin going to do what Kevin. Okay. Oh no. Hey, say whatever you
teams. I got you.
Arguably, you're not going to put LeBron James out of your top 5 as far as star play. Another superstar player, Kevin Durant. That's a superstar player.
Yeah.
Doesn't say you top 5.
But you go.
Listen, I wasn't sold on Devin Booker at first. The brother showed me something, man. T-Cham, I need your frat to chime in right about now. Mr. Jason Green, if he would. He's the one who was vouching for Booker. Devin Booker said, and I quote, "I am as good as Michael Jordan was."
Devin Booker?
Now,
you need to stay out of Starbucks.
Devin Booker said that. He
drinking that extra cream.
He said it.
Hey, Devin Booker.
Now, I didn't agree with him. I didn't agree with him at the time, but his confidence is through the roof.
Listen, I give Devin Booker more on closer related, that up and coming Kobe Bryant more than Michael Jordan. I give him that. What'd you say about that, T-Champ?
He's not Michael Jordan. Maybe he's in Kobe Bryant's orbit, but he got some things he got to do, man. He got some things he got to do. Okay.
Hey, look what Ace said. Look what Ace Dog said. That's what LeBron James said. LeBron James is also that same guy who told the Miami Heat to draft somebody and end up leaving town the next year. Can't trust everything LeBron tell you. But T-Champ, what's your definition?
But you just finished talking about LeBron's a superstar.
Hey, hold on one second. Hold on. And I want to see people chime in on this. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow. What is your definition of a superstar?
My definition of superstar?
Yeah, T-Champ and then Mike. Oh, your definition of a superstar.
Number one, major impact on the game. Can impact the game in multiple ways. Number two is consistent, not this up and down. Not this Malik Monk, 29 points, average 8 a game. Malik Monk might get 5 points the next game. Consistency. Okay? Those are my two type things. Impact the game, right, in multiple ways, and is consistent performer. And I think, you have to game plan for this individual, right? This because of the impact that he has on the game, you have to game plan for him. It's not like you're gonna sag. You gotta build your defense and say, we gotta stop that guy. If we stop that guy, we shut down the rest of the team. Those are a couple things that come to mind.
Hold. So this is now, I'm asking you this question. What's the difference in a superstar and a star player?
Hold on, big sir. Hold, big dog. Okay.
Mike, no, I'm asking you the same question. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to you second because I want him to clarify star and superstar. Then I'm gonna go to you. Once you give your definition, I want you to clarify. So
here we go. So you want the definition between superstar and star? Okay.
You have to define the difference between the two. So T-Champ, clarify what's the difference between a superstar and a star.
I think a star is somebody that has that potential. They're on the cusp. Okay. They are somebody who is maybe a special moment, special play away, demonstrating that consistency. But they're not at that level of a franchise type player. They might be a great number two, but not a number one, not a franchise player that you are building. If you're the team, building your team around and saying, this is who we're going to put our stake in the ground, and we're going to build around this particular individual or individuals because we think they could take us to that next level. So I think that's the difference. I think it's potential. I think you show some flashes and you're there, but that superstar you just transcend.
All right, Mike. What's your first superstar? Because like I said, we gotta differentiate between the two. So Mike.
All right, superstar. A prolific scorer. He can almost score at will. Capable of dropping a 20-piece plus at any moment in time. Almost unguardable. Like a Durant. You cannot guard him, man. You can try. An assassin. Deadly. A tiger. He got killer in his eyes. When you look in his eyes, you see 2 daggers. When you look in the opponent eye, you see FE in the left eye and AR in the other eye. Prolific scoring machine, unstoppable, unguardable, a go-getter. Talk that talk and walk that walk. And I'll give that to Kobe. I will let LBJ get that title. There's a lot of guys with that title. Now you want star, right? A star, a Chris Middleton. Someone who can get it done, but you're the Robin to the Batman. Okay? You get honorable mention. There's some guys that can still play and get the ball in. They can go. But when the game's on the line, are they a starter? Have they been bringing the pain all season? Are they a game changer? I think I pretty much, and if you must give a breakdown, superstar, the Carolina Hustlers. Star, Lethal Weapon 4. You would have to be an overseas soldier in the 175 to understand that.
Now, and the reason why I left A's comment up there, notice I didn't move A's comment because he make a legitimate point. Now,
all right, I know I'm going out because I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
I'm dipping in. I'm in Chester and Great Falls. I'll be out there in a minute.
Now, this is the point I'm trying to not teach him. This is why I say there's a difference in superstar and a star. Superstar, that means you put that joker on any team, he is going to start. He's going to literally change that.
Yes, Ace Dog. That's Greek Freak. Greek Freak's a superstar. Greek Freak is a superstar. Give it to him.
This is why I said there's only 5 people I believe fits in that category. 5.
In the whole league?
In the whole league. That's what I said.
Nick, in the whole league.
Superstar is elite. Hey, superstar is the elite of the elite, the best of the best. Answer this question. If you put LeBron James on anybody's team, he's going to start. Correct?
Nobody can argue that. Nobody will argue that.
Okay. You put KD on anybody's team, KD is going to start. Correct?
Name your 5. Name your 5.
Now, I just named 2. You put the Greek Freak on anybody's squad, where he wouldn't start. The Greek Freak he's going to start regardless of where he goes. AD is going to start wherever he goes. Wherever he goes. And now, and the other person, I believe, is Steph Curry. He's going to start wherever he goes. Those are your superstar players who really change your organization.
Now, so Dame is not on there.
Damian
Lillard is the same brother who said Damian Lillard should be over Steph Curry.
Right. This year, I'm talking about
Kawhi is not on there. Kawhi is not on there. Kawhi is not on there.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Kawhi. Hey, I can give it Kawhi. That one right there.
Okay. So my point is they're more than 5.
But to be honest with you, hey, hold up. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stick with 5. I'm removing Steph Curry. I'm going to stick because hey, just like Mike just made a point. If I had to start my squad, I would start with Dame Time over Steph Curry. So I retract my statement, and I will go with Dame Time. But that's debatable. Kawhi, you are not debating. Kawhi is going to start. They're going to make room for Kawhi. Because reason why he plays on both ends of the court. See, a superstar player plays on both ends of the court, not just.
I agree. But you said top 5.
Yeah, that is top 5.
So then who? So if Kawhi's on the team, who leaves?
I just told you Steph leaves.
No, you said Steph.
Nick, you got to get more than 5. We got East and West. You telling me out of the entire NBA is only 5 dudes that are superstars?
That's one. Know why? I said leave it at 5 because that is the elite of the elite, the best of the best. Now we were talking about you because you said Devin Booker, superstar. Devin Booker couldn't get the Suns in the during playoff until Chris Paul came there this year. I guarantee you, those 5 people I just named off, you put them on any squad, they will get to the playoff. That's why I said
everybody need help. If that's the case, listen, man, LeBron couldn't have got there without Bosh and Wade or AD. Everybody need help, my brother.
No, that's not the point.
Kawhi,
Kevin Love. I can keep going. You want one individual to take by themselves?
No, that's not what I said. I said superstar. That is that game changer who really take your franchise to the next level. I didn't say they had to do it by themselves. They're game changers. And my man Ace Dog said Dame Time.
Y'all fellas are sounding low. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. So I can turn my phone.
We can hear you. And you left Harden off.
Hey, everybody can't be a superstar, T-Champ. That's all I'm saying. Then you have to differentiate between. Look, Harden is not even starting an All-Star game.
I'm not a Harden fan, but I'm telling you, man, he did some things with that Houston team.
But T-Champ, you know the reason why I said just 5, T-Champ? The reason why it makes you really think hard of the best of the. It's not supposed to be easy to be a superstar. It's not supposed to be easy.
My whole thing is they're not just 5. You just can't get it to 5.
Because my reason why I stop at 5 is because you gotta make it hard to really identify those superstars. Because now what you're doing, you're giving people credit who don't deserve credit. That's all I'm saying.
So here's my thinking on this, Nick. Right? You can't just have 5, but you can rank them. You can rank them, but it's not just 5. It's more. That might be your top 5, right? But it's not just 5 superstars in the league, Nick.
I think it's 5, man.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
The only reason I say, man, is
look what Hollywood said. Look what Hollywood said.
Hey,
look what Hollywood said.
Because Hollywood trying to make it easy for people. I want to make it hard. Look here. In order for you to watch this teacher, I don't think everybody deserves that $250 million, cap. Only superstar deserve that $250. That's all I'm saying. Quarter of a bill. Only superstar deserve that money. And I think there's only 5 that should get that quarter of a bill. That's all I'm saying. Make it hard. Shouldn't be easy. Okay.
I understand. But the thing that you have coming out is you have people say, look, I got this money that I gotta, this is my superstar. And I gotta protect my superstar because somebody else is gonna
get. I can't hardly hear y'all fellas. Can y'all hear me? My sound not where it should be.
Hey, this is your whoever your service through. Somebody
Artist
said
is a great player.
You got JetBlue internet.
I'm gonna come in and out, fellas.
Hey, great topic, baby. I love this one. I love this show, baby. Everybody got a beautiful opinion. It's not a right or wrong thing. It's a great conversation. I love every Peter. See, we respect each other. And hey, listen, man. And I respect and I feel you.
For the people, by the people, baby.
It shouldn't be easy to get that $250 million. And
for the people, by the people, baby. For the people, by the people.
For example,
there you go.
To me, if I had a choice to choose between giving $30 million to Gordon or Randall, give me Randall. To me, Randall is proving to earn. See, Gordon hadn't earned $30 million, but Charlotte is paying him $30 million. So to me, you got to earn that quarter of a bill.
I agree.
Only 5 people deserve.
But see, the thing you're talking about, Nick, is you're talking about timing. Gordon Hayward happened to be at that specific time, and he got that money, right? But that's what the market was bearing at that time, and probably the Celtics realized that they overpaid for him. The Celtics know they overpaid for him, but that's what the market was dictating.
But see, man, believe it or not, man, I really believe that the reason why Michael Jordan gave that money to Gordon, man, I'm just being honest, is because he's looking for that white face that really can sell the fans.
You think so?
Yeah, I really believe so. That's the reason why
I think you got to concentrate. I think you got to concentrate on putting a winning product on the floor. The fans are
Bruh, I'm so true. It should be about the winning product. But you got to realize, before Gordon Hayward went to Boston, Charlotte was trying to sign him then. But to me, what Charlotte should have done, and I told somebody, they was big on Kemba Walker. I said, listen, you know what I would do? I would trade Kemba Walker to Boston for Brown. And this is when Brown was coming off the bench, and they had Gordon Hayward in the starting lineup. I said, you trade Kemba Walker for Brown, and you build around him. Because Tatum wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
But he was just as talented. But get the wrong people in your ear, you end up with what. But Charlotte's not a bad squad. Like right now, if I was Charlotte, I would speak to Cleveland right now about the big man in the middle. You bring him down in Charlotte, bro, that instantly, man, put Charlotte, I believe, in that top 4 and 5 team battling for playoff position. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you something. If they're smart, they'll build around Ball because look, man, 20 points, 8 assists last night.
Woo!
A major factor in a lot of different areas. And you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, the guy that has the ball dictates the tempo of the game. Yeah. And he's got it, man. He's got it, and he can do it. You know, and he was shooting the ball last night too.
Shooting
And he
that
was shooting the
thing.
ball, shooting the pill, man. So you know,
Yeah.
it's the type of thing that when you come back from 17 down on the road, it's tough.
Get the job done.
But hey, who do y'all play Friday?
Who we got Friday? Let's go. Let's go.
Steph and the boys coming for y'all, boy.
Hey, who we got Friday? Who we gonna talk? Hey, who we got Friday? Ronnie Cole gonna have a conversation on this on Friday?
Yeah, but y'all got Golden State on Friday.
Okay. And then who we got after that?
And Stephen and waiting on y'all. Stephen and waiting on y'all. Who y'all got? The Lakers after that? Y'all got the Lakers?
Yeah, because we on the West Coast going against them Lakers and Clippers. So now let's have a conversation about them Lakers. I know Ronnie Cole sitting in the background. We're gonna have a conversation about these Lakers. I know he don't really want to talk about it, but I told Mike this. I said, Mike, the Utah Jazz are real, doc. Those jokers are for real. Hey, TJ, I'm gonna just say this one thing, and then I'm gonna let you take off. Did you know the one thing I love about seeing the Jazz play, man? That ball is constantly moving, bro. They're not doing a whole bunch of dribbling, all that dribble. The ball is constantly moving, man. And they're looking for the open guy. They're looking for the open player. Hey, it ain't about one player doing all of the scoring. They're looking for the open player. That's the thing I love about the Utah Jazz, man. And I try to tell Mike about them. He frowned up his nose at me as if I didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, Mike, I'm talking about you. You talk about them. I told you. I said the Jazz is a squad, brother. That ball moves. T-Champ, what's your thoughts on that game from last night? We're gonna let Mike.
Exactly. Yes, you did. And I told you them Jazz got that ass beating the bubble. That's all. They got a lot to prove. They should have a chip on their shoulder. They should be trying to go. They should be trying to go all the way and meet LeBron and them. Oh, wait a minute. Boogie Cousins ain't over there yet. Let me take that back.
T-Champ, what's your thoughts on the game last night, T-Champ?
All right, Nick. So before I dive into a couple of things about the game, let me just give you a couple of quotes, man.
Yes, sir.
Steve Kerr. This is Steve Kerr said the Utah Jazz are where the Warriors were 3 to 4 years ago. Brad Stevens, after the Celtics got their butt kicked, he basically said they are the closest thing to the 2014 Spurs. The way they move the ball, the way they share the ball, a lot of that stuff that you just talked about, right? So I was impressed by is a couple of things. Number one, man, their balanced scoring, right? They had Clarkson had 18, Bogdanovich had 15, Conley had 14, Mitchell had an off game and he had 13. They had 28 assists on 41 baskets. They had 8 3 points. They had 8 made 3 points in the second quarter, and they basically blew the game open.
It was a work of art, man. It was a work of art. I mean, they made LeBron not even come out in the fourth quarter, man. It was over the half. They made LeBron sit out the fourth. Goats don't sit out fourth quarters during blowouts.
You play, but they're hot, man. But look, Nick, they are hot, man. The Utah's won 22 of the last 24 games, and 20 of those have been by double digits.
Say it again.
20 by double digits. So
say it again.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. What do you think?
But you know what, T-Champ? Someone said something. That is the God honest truth. They said regular season is different than the playoffs. And we all know there is a major difference in you playing teams in a regular season and a playoff. Case in point, Milwaukee Bucks the past 2 years has been the best team in the East and has not showed up in the playoff. Right now, man, they look like gangbusters.
Yep.
But when playoff time come, man, you got to reach deep, brother, and they're playing a different style of basketball in playoff time, especially those who have proven it in playoff. So I'm intrigued to see what Utah Jazz is going to do in the playoff. By that time, because they're starting to let some fans come back, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to look like in the playoff.
It is, and I think Utah wants the number 1 seed, right?
Yeah, right now number 1. Yeah, number 1.
And I think the reason why they want the number 1 seed is what will happen is that will give them the opportunity to potentially only play one LA team, right? So
That's a good point.
if they get the number 1 seed, then they will probably not have to play unless the Lakers really slide, right? They probably won't have to play both teams, and I think that gives them the opportunity.
Hey, T-Champ. Hey,
I see him.
your boy, right?
Boy, y'all wait till AD gets back.
What's Nick's prediction?
Hold on, Mike.
I want to know what's Nick's prediction for the Jazz.
Mike, hold up for a second. I don't know if you can read. I don't know if you can read
Cole.
what your boy Ronnie Cole said.
I know he ain't saying, "Well, y'all wait till AD come back." Yeah. Man, please stop it, Ronnie Cole. Stop it, Hollywood. Stop it, Hollywood. Stop it.
Hey,
man, you willing to get that man hurt?
Mike,
you willing to get that man hurt for the rest of his career trying to help LeBron?
Mike, I think we had a conversation about LeBron sending him flowers and stuff while he laid up in the hospital. Man, listen here.
Well, that's that man to risk his whole career trying to help LeBron.
Yeah, because you know he's chasing Mike, man. Hey, my thing is like, listen, right now, man, the thing I like about Utah Jazz is that ball movement. A lot of teams aren't doing that. You don't see that. When really, if you think about it, he said the right thing. When Golden State was Golden State, there was a lot of ball moving. Steph Curry kept moving. And, dude, them jokers made 27 3-pointers against the Lakers. That's over 60 points in 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Then you got the big monster in the middle. Now, I'm going to let you know what the Lakers made a mistake. The Lakers did not sign any of their defensive presence in the backcourt. They get all the scoring and stuff, but you neglect. You got to stop somebody. You can't stop nobody. Guess what? The Lakers will not win it. Ronnie Cole. Stop it, brother. Stop it. Mike, what's your thoughts, brother? What's your thoughts, Mike?
This is my thing, man. The Jazz dismantled the Lakers last night, man. Made LeBron quit, and I don't want to keep saying that goats don't quit and don't show up in the fourth quarter. But they played ball, and they played like they wanted. They played like they wanted it more. I don't want Ronnie Cole to get AD hurt trying to help LeBron this one time. You better call Boogie Cousins, Drummond, Blake, all three if you have. And get that help. Go get that help.
Hey, Mike, someone going to chime in, bro. Mike, someone, I don't know if you can see your boy C chiming in, talking about Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house. Listen, have the Utah Jazz and Brooklyn play? I didn't look that information up.
They have. They have.
Who won?
They beat them. Brooklyn beat them. That 22 of 24. One of the losses was to Brooklyn. Said it's right. It was to Brooklyn.
Okay, it's going to be interesting. They got to play them again.
Yeah, they got to play them again.
Hey,
but you know, Donovan Mitchell didn't score a lot of points. But man, their scoring, to Ace Dog's point, man, was balanced. 7 players in double figures. Man, that's man. They go 8 players deep. They go 8 players deep, which is.
And look at that bench, man. Tough. Look here. Them jokers keep pressing. This is the thing that the Utah Jazz offer that a lot of teams can't offer. When your starters go out, they still got a bench that's still gonna put pressure on your squad. And guess what? If you can't keep up, bro, you're gonna get an L against them Jazz. That's what's impressive about them.
Well, look, here's the thing where the bench comes in. The bench comes in when you're at home.
I'm looking for it, man. Let's go. Let's do it.
You know, the bench comes in when you're at home, right? That's the key thing. That balance is gonna help them. So you know, there might not be that big of a home field advantage, you know, depending on the fans or whatever. But that environment that they play in, if they start letting fans back in, is an electric environment for them. And the Jazz are gonna be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out.
That's going to be a real tough out.
No doubt
They
about
have a lot to prove. They got a chip on their shoulder. They should.
And Mike's right. And see, Nick,
like
that's the thing to me. That's the thing. That's the thing to me is when you look at them, right, and you say, when it gets to a pressure situation, how are they going to react? Right? And are they going to do their thing? That's the thing.
I wonder if C was a Brooklyn fan when KD and Russell Cat wasn't on this squad. He's sure, but he probably one of the fair weather fans. Once they leave, then he go like a pigeon.
I think my room dog. He Brooklyn. We Brooklyn, man. He from Brooklyn, baby.
Okay.
Dude.
All right, see, I take it back.
So he's not a fair weather fan.
Yankees fan? No. Hey, he a Yankees fan?
I don't know if he's a Yankees fan.
Okay, because
he might have to say yes or no. He need to say yes or no.
It's Yankees. It's Yankees or Mets, man. It's an either or when it comes to the crib, man.
Yeah.
He works.
But I will say this. I will say this. Ever since the New Jersey Nets became Brooklyn Nets, Brooklyn has jumped on board. Now, call it what you want. Some of them weren't Net fans until they became Brooklyn Nets.
I got you. But hey, fellas, we got about 8 minutes on the show, and I really want to have this conversation, man, on this topic. Bam. Should Dallas consider trading Dak Prescott? And the only reason I say that is because of what Dallas can get in return. Should Dallas really think about trading him, getting kind of like what Dallas did that big steal back in the day when they traded Herschel Walker and got a lot for him? Should Dallas really consider trading Dak Prescott? Either one of you guys can jump in there. T-Champ, I tell her, go to T-Champ. What's your thoughts?
So when you pose this question, man, as I was thinking about it, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Man, Dallas has got like 18 free agents, man. They got so many holes in their team. And from a salary cap perspective, it's a little tight. If they were going to sign, like my room dog said here, man, Dallas won't be able to sign him, right? If they were going to try to sign him, they would have done it already. I think you were mentioning the other day that they went kind of the different way when they went and got Zeke, the running back, instead of the quarterback. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a full belief in Dak throughout the organization. Because if it was, man, you would just, hey, this is our quarterback, let's go ahead and do it. I can tell you though, man, Dak did work last year. I'm not a Cowboys fan. However, I play fantasy football and I had Dak as my quarterback. And let me tell you something, man. Before he went out, Dak was their offense. I mean, the stuff he was doing. The other thing too is Dallas, their offense is not that bad. They actually have a lot of talent on the offensive end. Their problem is their offensive line, right? So passing and scoring, they were pretty high. Running was poor because Zeke did not have a great year, right? And they got a lot of holes, man. So they got to figure it out if that's the commodity. I know they said it's stupid to trade Dak, but like I said, if you look at their numbers, this is my point, Nick. If you look at their numbers, when Dak went out, Dallas still had a pretty decent offense. The problem was their defense, and that's when they had Andy Dalton as the backup quarterback. They got two good wide receivers. They got Lamb and they got Cooper, right? And they got Zeke. They got to patch up that line, and that's why their rushing was so poor. But if they fix that, they might be able to patch it together and fill the holes in their team because they got a lot of holes in their team.
What's your thoughts, Mike?
I would say yes.
Okay, you say yeah. What you think, Mike? Oh, hold on, Mike, before you comment. Before you come. T-Champ, what do you think what's a good landing spot for him to get traded? And I would want to know your thoughts on it as well. We think probably a good place for him to go.
Man, they're going to try to go where they could get the best package. I think you got to look at where opportunities exist. I think you can look NFC if they did NFC. Chicago still needs it. They still need a quarterback. Chicago still needs a quarterback. But I think you got to look at where there's going to be draft capital that you need, right, to do that. And I think that's the important piece is who's going to be able to give you the assets back that you need. It's going to be tough to get fair value for him, but I think that's one opportunity.
All right, Mike, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think the disrespect is there, and it is severed ties. They're gonna have to get rid of him, man. I don't think Dallas has ever liked being held over a barrel. So, as far as money and position and stuff like that, man, Jerry's not that type of guy. He doesn't like taking losses like that. He got a lot of pride. It's going to hurt him in the long run. I say let him go. And if Dak was to go to the Houston Texans, the rivalry would be incredible, man. I'd like to see that. So, they can get upset with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I like controversy like that, man. Let them go down there, get a good package. Maybe Deshaun can come on over to them boys, man. I don't know. But I'd like to see both of them young brothers happy. I think they both been disrespected. And I think it's just time out for that nonsense, man.
I got you. Hey, man, I think the perfect landing spot, one, I think Dallas should trade him. And I think the perfect landing spot for that actually is the New York Jets. The Jets could offer Sam Darnold in return. So now what Dallas get, they get a franchise quarterback that they can build on. Sam Darnold's not a bad quarterback. Sam Darnold's just been a part of a bad organization. Now, Dak still can go to a city where he still can make his money. He's in Dallas making $50 million in endorsement. He'll probably be able to double that in New York, as you know. He'll make a lot more money in New York, even though, leaving Texas, don't have to worry about the taxes. You're going to have to pay it in New York. But getting Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott was a third-round draft choice. They'll probably get a first-round plus Sam Darnold in return. So your value that you're getting back in return supersedes what you paid out. Now you don't have to pay that $40-30 million hit that Dak is going to demand. So it would help Dallas. If I was Dallas, I'd talk to the Jets like, hey, we would trade you Dak for Sam Darnold as well as a first-round draft pick.
But I'm going to tell you, if I'm the Jets, I exhaust all possibility for Deshaun Watson first before I even talk to Dallas. Deshaun Watson said there are 3 teams he wants to go to. He said the Jets, right?
Right.
He said the Dolphins, okay, would be 2 of the 3 teams that he would go to, and the Carolina Panthers. Those are the 3 teams he said he would go to. So if I'm the Jets, I don't even think about Dak Prescott yet until I exhaust all of my options with the Texans and figure out how we can do it. And that option would involve giving him Sam Darnold, right? But I wouldn't trade Sam Darnold for Prescott if I can trade Sam Darnold to get Deshaun Watson.
But the thing about that, I had to look at what I can get in return. It's going to cost them more for Deshaun Watkins than it's actually going to cost them for Dak. So it's going to cost them less money. It's going to cost them less as far as what's going to have to give up in value as far as a trade. So it benefits them more by picking up Dak than it actually would picking up Deshaun because it would cost them less. And I believe Dak can be just as productive as Deshaun Watkins. That's just my perspective.
But do you want less or do you want a superstar? Are you in a market? Or are you trying to go to the Super Bowl?
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just looking at from the organizational perspective of, okay, we still got to pay him. Which one we can pretty much negotiate less money, pay him less, but we don't have to give up everything in order to put together a winning organization. That's all I'm saying.
See, I think the Cowboys want to draft a quarterback, man. I think the model
I don't disagree with that.
I think the model is you get a quarterback that you have on a cheap contract, right? And you have him for 3 or 4 years, and you build your team around like Seattle did, right? And I know, and I know we're not gonna get a chance to talk about Russell, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to say that till tomorrow.
But you know that's the problem. You know that's the problem is that Russell makes too much money.
There you go, Big Sid. Send Dak to the G-men.
So he's basically gutting the team.
T-Champ, hey, as we close out the show, T-Champ, I purposely left that up there for Mike, and I know he commented on that. He's been, hey, T-Champ, just to let you know, Mike's been asking for that trade. Hey, tomorrow, man, as we end the show, man, tomorrow we
already got Jason Garrett. We already got Jason Garrett. Might as well send that. We got the offensive coordinator.
Tomorrow, man, we're gonna pretty much start right here because we're gonna talk about Russell Wilson. We didn't even touch on the Russell Wilson fiasco going down there, as well as Deshaun Watkins, them leaving voicemails trying to get Deshaun Watkins. This has been a great show. Great show. Hey, T-Champ, what's your parting thoughts, my brother? Love it.
Man, my parting thoughts is actually not a sports thought. It's off the field, off the court, man. And it's that health is our wealth. The old saying goes that, you use your youth, you sacrifice your youth, you sacrifice your health to get your wealth. And then when you get to around our age, now you're sacrificing your wealth to keep your health. And I think about one of my homeboys who's going through some stuff right now from a hip hop perspective. The pioneer Kango Kid from UTFO, who just had a major operation.
Wow.
So shout out to him, because from a standpoint of potentially cancer situation, trying to determine that, he had an operation a couple of days ago. I think he's making a successful recovery, but it made me think about that. We just lost Prince Marky D last week, and we lost Ecstasy a couple of weeks before that. So we're losing our heroes, man, in our hip hop, and that's our age. So our health is our wealth, good brother.
Gotcha.
And
hey, Mike, man,
thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. Mike,
listen,
I see like beautiful people in the background. You got beautiful people and family in the background.
First of all, I got the Honorable Yolanda Anderson.
What's going on?
Need to make the show tomorrow.
On the show.
Yeah.
Them boys. I gotta hear. I'm surrounded by the Them Boys fans, man.
Yeah,
let's talk about her boys.
Hey, man. There's a show on Netflix, man, that talks about hip hop and health. I think everybody need to be a part of that, and it's an important thing, man. So that's all I want to just put out there. I want to piggyback off that, springboard that we got to take care of ourselves, man, especially as we get older. And it's an important issue, man. I'm glad it was brought up today.
Good, beautiful, man. Hey, as you know, it's special guest Friday, man. I want to see if we can get Sad on the show tomorrow, man. Sad, you available? Come on the show, man. Hey, T-Champ, you gonna be available? Hey, you gonna be available for the show tomorrow, T-Champ?
I'm available anytime, brothers. Anytime.
All right, T-Champ gonna be here, man. I'm trying to do the foursome, man. Because the conversation tomorrow is gonna be on fire. Sad,
room dog on there, man.
Sad, you gonna be able to join us tomorrow, man. You or Ronnie Cole, one of y'all, man. Whoever gonna jump in first. Who we get? All right, Sad, we got you, my brother. Make sure you shoot me a friend request, Sad. Sad is gonna be on the show tomorrow, man, as our special guest Friday, man. We're gonna have a great time. As you know, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike, party people.
And we got my man T-Champ in the house as well. Me, Military Brothers talking sports. Appreciate you guys tomorrow. Join us tomorrow. Subscribe, follow us. Make sure you guys are on us, man. As you know, always looking forward to having a great time. Peace.
Oops.